Let us start with a gentle warm-up of the joints of the body, first allowing the head to drop towards the chest and back extension. Again, forward, and now allowing the spine to move together and then arching to the back. One more time, exhale and arching to the back. And relax. And now slow rotations of the head, keeping the neck extended. And opposite direction. And that will do. Now lifting the arms up. And exhaling, bringing the hands close to each other in the back. Lift up again. Long spine and back. And one more time up. And stretching to the right. With the arm up. And the opposite direction. First in breath in the center. And then out breath, leaning against the floor and stretching the side of your body. And inhale one more time, long spine, and relax. Now, extending the arm forward and pressing your fingers towards your shoulders, gently, without any force. And then the opposite direction towards the floor. And opposite arm. Keeping your breath flowing as we are going about the practice. And relax. Now let us assume a tabletop position, and we will continue our warm-up as we are moving ahead with our flow. First, Marjari Asana, the feet parallel, right under the hips are the knees. Also my fingers, my hands are active and they're under the shoulders. All these measures to protect my joints. And then in breath, head and tail go up. Out breath, head and tail go down. And continue in your own rhythm. And coming into a neutral position. Breathe in and exhale, head and tail try to reach each other at the horizontal level. And breathing in the center and opposite direction. And that will do. Now again, inhale. And as you exhale, bringing the right knee forward. Trying to touch the head to the knee. And as I inhale, I stretch out my leg, trying to keep a neutral position with my spine. And exhale, bring it back in. Inhale back. As if there's a rope pulling my head and my right foot into the opposite directions. Long spine. And one last time. And allowing the foot down on the mat. The right foot is down on the mat. I'm adjusting my position a little bit. And here I'm spiraling my right arm to come up into a balance with my right foot on the floor. And I am going into a side stretch again. And coming back this time, facing forward, still in the same position, balancing my body. Opening up again. And one last time, these efforts of balance help to center the mind. And going back on the floor, lifting the leg up as I push down on the ground. Coming back down, one more time. And tucking both toes into a downward dog. Activating all parts of my body through this gentle movements. And going back again into the cat pose. In breath, head and tail go up. Out breath, head and tail go down. And this time, the left leg comes forward. Inhale, stretch out. Exhale, head to the knee. Inhale, stretch out. Exhale, head to the knee. Inhale, stretch out, and placing the left foot on the floor, spiraling up into a balanced position here, and a side stretch. And coming forward, balancing our body here. One more time to the side. Opening the arms and back to the center. Oops. It's a tricky balance. And hands on the floor. Lifting the leg up as I go into pushing down into the floor. I will repeat this one more time. And tucking both toes. Again, stretching my body in a downward dog position. And going into the cat pose. And coming into a seated position. And take a few breaths here. Observe your body, how it feels in your spine, in your limbs, after inviting them into action with this flow. And bending forward, taking a breath here into the lower back. As I exhale, I come up. Inhale. Nice stretch. And exhale, bringing the right foot up. Take a breath here. And open up the arms into a deep stretch here, bringing the shoulder blades close to each other. And bringing the arms back up. Exhale. Inhale. Moving into a twist with your arms on the sides, long fingers. And exhale, coming back up. And going a bit into a deeper stretch here towards going into the psoas. And bending forward, tucking your toe of the left leg and going into a lounge with the chest open. We will stay here for a few deep breaths. Making sure that the front knee is vertical to the floor. And now, balancing on my hands, I'm going to lift the right leg up. And bring it down. And deep stretch in downward dog. And going into a seated down position back in Vajrasana. And bending forward. Deep breaths into the lower back. And exhaling, coming up. Extension, inhale. And as I exhale, I bring the left foot forward. And an extension here. And opening up the arms, bringing the shoulder blades close to each other. And closing them back. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, spinal twist. Arms on the sides. And inhale, long arms. Exhale. And inhale, long arms. Going a bit into the forward bend towards my left leg to stretch the psoas. And Placing my hands on the mat as I come down, tucking my right toe and stretching out the right leg into a lunge. And staying here for a few breaths. And placing my fingers on the mat, and I lift my left leg up, taking a few breaths here. And bring it down into downward dog. And helping myself into Vajrasana, down on my knees. And we will continue with some inversions. So lying flat on the ground. First bringing the heels close to the hips, interlocking the fingers under the hips and placing them back on the ground. Lifting the hips up, first warming up and bringing it down. Inhale up, pushing your pelvis up. Exhale, down. One more time, and stay in this bridge pose. You can grab your heels with your hands, push the pelvis up, and take a few deep breaths here. And coming down, lifting the body into Viparita Karani in a V-shaped position, and staying for a few breaths here. And going into Sarvangasana. With the weight on the shoulders, attention in the throat area. And slowly allowing the feet to go into Halasana. Hands on the floor, palms facing upwards. And allowing the knees to bend into Karnapidasana. And slowly, vertebra by vertebra, coming down into a lying down position, relaxing your body into the ground. And placing your hands under the hips and extending your chest, placing the top of the head on the floor into half Matziasana as a counter stretch. And relax. And this concludes the asana portion of the class.